Hi, everybody. You are welcome to Rotimi Daniels talk show page. I'm going to be sharing some things with you, knowing fully well that this page is majorly for the liberation of our people. Okay, now there is a very beautiful passage in the Bible. If you read the book of Mark, chapter 8, from verse 22 down to verse 26. I'll paraphrase because of time. The reason for this video is that if you have been wondering why so many men of God have been so selfish, have been so wicked in their behavior, especially when it comes to matter of money and finances, they show the true color of themselves. You're going to be seeing why in this video if you have also been curious. So follow me as you listen to get more insight into why. In this story, Jesus met this blind man who was born blind, and the disciples asked him who sinned, himself, the parents, whatever. And Jesus said, nobody sinned, but that the glory of God should be revealed through the man when he will be healed. And Jesus Christ used his saliva mixed with clay to touch his eyes. And after the first time, Jesus asked this man, what did you see? The man said he saw men like walking trees. He saw men, but the men were, to him, they were like trees that were walking. Until when Jesus touched his eyes, his sight the second time, and that was when he said he could now see men as men. Now, unfortunately for so many of us that have been sentimental, we didn't realize that most of the men that we call men of God, GOs, papas, bishops, teachers, evangelists, whatever title they have given to themselves, the way they ask for money and money and money and money. Some even ask to tunes of billions. I don't need to mention names, so know them. Now all because of these worldly properties, worldly things that vanish. Now, what is the relevance of this story in the book of Mark? I can tell you wholeheartedly that these men, they took the first shot, and immediately their eyes opened, they started running the race, and they started telling us that God called them. Unfortunately for us, we didn't realize that they didn't wait for the second shot that would have made them whole. And for this reason, having coming out of the spiritual hospital, spiritual healing centers of Jesus, they came out and they started doing their thing. And that is why when you are seated in front of them, you will think that they are seeing you as Bimpe, Shola, Rotimi, whatsoever. Taye, Kende, Idowu, Ige, Aina, Chukudi, Azan, Audu, Muhammad. You think they are seeing you as human beings. But because they took only the first touch of healing, then they escaped from Haru, which the Yorubas will say one salaro. When they left, they started their business empires. And at the end of the day, when you sit in front of them, they are seeing you as walking trees. And that is why I can categorically tell you that they see you like palm trees, because there is no part of palm tree that you touch that is not useful. So at the end of the day, when they cut your leaves as a palm tree that they see you as, with respect to all the money they collect from you, like 12 different donations every month, week in, week out, throughout the year, down to first fruits and everything they can collect from you, they don't get satisfied, like the grave. Now, at the end of the day, what happens when they cut the leaves of the palm tree? they can make brooms, they can use the branches to make roofing, do everything. Then when they go to the palm front, they squeeze. You know what? That's why, you know, most times when they are collecting this money from you, you have to bring out from pains, out of pain. Oh, this is too much. That is the same way the palm fronts too are crying when you are squeezing the red oil from it, the palm oil from it. Then when they are done with that, they now break the palm kernel themselves. They now squeeze out the nuts in it to get palm oil, to get groundnut oil. Then when they finish with that, they can use the cake remaining, the residual, they can use it for making animal feeds too. So you can see that you are useful to them in various forms and in various dimensions. And after all said and done, the palm wine that they tap from the palm tree, I don't want to begin to tell you the importance of palm wine, ranging from the medical aspect to making a gin, because when you carry out distillation process on palm tree, you will realize that the gin that you're going to be getting, oh my God, it is so pure and it is so intoxicating. So meaning that when they sit together and they are marrying and they are talking about how stupid you are or how gullible you are, it is you they are still drinking. You know, they drink the wine and everything, they squeeze it out of you. So at the end of the day, seeing you as palm trees, they get all the necessary products, they do everything, and the residual of everything, they can use you to make oguso. Oguso is that round cow dung like material that our mothers back then would use to fuel the fire. You know, when you throw it in the fire, it's always making the fire to burn very well. That is them sending you to where you are not supposed to be eventually after using and dumping you. Now, I don't want to mention names because of how sensitive pages can be. It is not out of fear. Okay? Now, but out of them not coming after my page to blog or whatever reason. Now, if they see you in this manner, and we have been explaining to you, we will still beg you to please liberate yourselves from the bondage God has not put you, that these men are putting you through. It is high time you started taking care of yourself and of your home. This is the time that husbands and wives should sit down at home and take care of their children with the little they are making. This is not the time to start running from one church to another. I am begging you. Your family comes first. And the reason why I love this illustration is for you to get a clearer picture of what is happening to you. And that is why a man can stand and say, anybody that is giving us 1 billion in this current day Nigeria. And that is why when you have money, when you are still a complete palm tree, they see you as being useful to them. Immediately they harvest everything on you, they trash you. And that is why so many men, mighty men, that you hear of them in those churches, before immediately they are done with, you can't hear them again. Some of them even died, some of them perished, that I can't begin to mention names. So at the end of the day, seeing it like this, we can only implore that you run away. And as you are doing so, I remain your friend, your truth lover, your liberator. And my name remains Rotimi Daniels. Awíkoko lójú ọlọ́rọ̀, tọ́lọ́rọ̀ bá gbọ́, kí ló fẹ́ fi mí ṣe? Goodbye and God bless. Bye.